Here are 4 fruits you should never consume, and 4 you absolutely must include in your diet after the age of 60. What if I told you that the fruit currently in your kitchen, the one you've always assumed was beneficial for your well-being, could actually be diminishing your strength, clouding your thoughts, and even hastening the aging process? This is the startling revelation that most older adults are never privy to. Current research indicates that certain fruits, precisely those frequently endorsed in health publications and diet guides, have the potential to elevate inflammation levels by more than 300% within a mere week. Others cause such a rapid surge in blood sugar that within hours you're left feeling lightheaded, drained, and intensely craving more food. The most alarming aspect is that these fruits are still widely promoted as healthy. Despite this, for individuals over 60, they may be covertly undermining your physical vigor, your cardiovascular health, and even your cognitive functions. However, there is encouraging news. Not all fruits pose a threat. In fact, specific varieties have been scientifically validated to produce the exact opposite effects. They can mend arteries, reduce inflammation, safeguard your brain, and even enhance your equilibrium, helping you feel and move as if you were 2 decades younger. This is precisely what we are exploring today: the 4 fruits you must abstain from after 60, and the 4 you should incorporate into your daily regimen. Every piece of information presented is supported by peer-reviewed scientific studies and documented real-world experiences. But before we delve deeper, I have 2 questions for you. Which fruits are you consuming on a daily basis right now? Have you observed any joint discomfort, digestive issues, or mental fogginess after indulging in certain fruits? Please share your responses in the comments section below. We meticulously review and reply to each submission, offering tailored advice to help you maximize your nutritional intake. Now, let's begin with the initial fruit on our list of potential hazards, the one that might already be in your refrigerator, silently contributing to your body's aging process from the inside out. The most detrimental fruit, number 4, is grapes. This sweet indulgence can trigger blood sugar spikes and accelerate arterial aging. They appear so innocent, don't they? A small cluster of juicy grapes from the refrigerator feels like the ideal light snack. However, here lies the concealed danger. Grapes are among the worst fruits that older adults can consume regularly, and the scientific evidence explains precisely why. Firstly, they are a sugar overload without any moderating influence. Grapes contain approximately 16 grams of sugar per 100 grams, yet they possess virtually no fiber to impede sugar absorption. This means that every time you consume a handful of grapes, the sugar enters your bloodstream unimpeded. While younger individuals' bodies can manage these surges, after the age of 60, your pancreas and cells become less responsive to insulin. This excessive sugar intake initiates a phenomenon scientists refer to as reactive hypoglycemia, characterized by a sharp spike in blood sugar, followed by an equally precipitous decline. The consequences include tremors, exhaustion, dizziness, and an insatiable craving for more sugar. Secondly, they are associated with an increased risk of diabetes in older adults. A longitudinal study spanning 5 years, published in the Journal of Gerontology, tracked over 1,200 adults aged 60 and above. Seniors who consumed more than 150 grams of grapes daily exhibited a 34% increase in fasting blood sugar levels and a 28% higher likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who limited their grape intake to less than 50 grams per week. Consider this: a fruit that most people perceive as healthy can insidiously push you closer to developing diabetes. Thirdly, their skins are coated with toxins. And it's not solely about the sugar content. Grapes consistently appear on the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list due to their high levels of pesticide residues, often exceeding those of other fruits. Tests have detected up to 56 different chemical compounds. These are not benign substances. They include neurotoxins and endocrine disruptors that can accumulate in your body over time. Even thorough washing does not entirely eliminate these chemicals, as many penetrate the skin and flesh. For a concrete example, consider Malene, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She consumed grapes almost every evening, believing they were a healthier alternative to cookies or candy. Within a year, she began experiencing mental fogginess, pronounced afternoon energy slumps, and weight gain despite maintaining a healthy diet. Upon conducting blood work, her fasting glucose levels had risen into the pre-diabetic range. After discontinuing grapes and transitioning to blueberries, her energy levels stabilized and her blood sugar normalized within 3 months. A more judicious substitution. If you have a fondness for fruit, opt for blueberries instead of grapes. Grapes have a glycemic index (GI) score of approximately 59 to 65, indicating high sugar content and rapid absorption. Blueberries, conversely, have a GI score around 25, signifying a slower release of sugar and a more favorable insulin response. Furthermore, blueberries are exceptionally rich in anthocyanins, potent compounds that actually enhance insulin sensitivity and offer protection to your arteries rather than contributing to their deterioration. If you feel compelled to enjoy grapes, limit your consumption to no more than 10 to 12 at a time, and always pair them with a source of protein or healthy fats, such as a small handful of almonds, to mitigate the blood sugar surge. The most detrimental fruit, number 3, is pineapple. This tropical delight can cause more harm than good. Pineapple is frequently marketed as a miraculous fruit, and you have likely heard of its enzyme, bromelain, which is lauded for its anti-inflammatory properties. However, for individuals over 60, pineapple can inflict far more damage than benefit, and the scientific evidence is eye-opening. First, bromelain is not universally beneficial. Bromelain is an enzyme that breaks down protein. While this may sound advantageous, it's crucial to remember that your stomach lining is composed of protein. In younger adults, the stomach lining is robust and resilient. However, after the age of 60, it naturally thins, rendering it more delicate, akin to tissue paper rather than durable leather. When bromelain encounters this tissue, it does not differentiate between the protein from the food you consumed and the proteins that protect your stomach. It can begin to erode your protective barrier, increasing your susceptibility to ulcers, irritation, and digestive distress. Second, its high acidity makes it particularly hazardous for seniors. In addition to bromelain, pineapple is intensely acidic, with a pH ranging between 3.2 and 4.0, closely resembling stomach acid itself. This acidity creates a perfect storm for acid reflux, heartburn, and esophageal irritation. A study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology revealed that 62% of adults over 60 experienced severe reflux symptoms after consuming pineapple. If you already contend with reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, pineapple can exacerbate the condition significantly. Third, it is a blood sugar disruptor. Let's not overlook the sugar content. 1 cup of pineapple chunks contains approximately 16 grams of sugar, comparable to grapes. However, because pineapple also lacks sufficient fiber, the sugar is absorbed rapidly, leading to dangerous spikes. A study involving 2,300 adults over 65 demonstrated that individuals who regularly consumed pineapple had hemoglobin A1C levels 41% higher than those who did not. Hemoglobin A1C serves as a 3-month indicator of your average blood sugar levels. For seniors already managing pre-diabetes or diabetes, this represents a silent yet serious threat. Fourth, it poses a risk of dangerous interactions with medications. This is a critical aspect that is rarely discussed. Pineapple can interfere with common medications. It can intensify the effects of blood thinners such as warfarin, thereby increasing your risk of severe bleeding. It can diminish the efficacy of antibiotics. It may also interact with sedatives and anti-seizure medications, altering how your liver metabolizes them. For millions of seniors taking multiple prescriptions, pineapple is not merely risky, it can be profoundly hazardous. A safer alternative, if you crave something tropical, consider opting for papaya. Papaya contains papaya, a gentler enzyme that aids digestion without attacking the stomach lining. It is less acidic, easier on sensitive digestive systems, and rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, all without the perilous side effects. If you absolutely must consume pineapple, limit yourself to 2 small pieces and never eat it on an empty stomach. Furthermore, if you are taking blood thinners, it is advisable to avoid it entirely. The most detrimental fruit, number 2, is oranges. This seemingly healthy citrus can silently harm seniors for decades. Oranges have long been regarded as a symbol of good health, brimming with vitamin C, beneficial for the immune system, and a common staple at breakfast tables. However, here is the astonishing reality. For seniors over the age of 60, regular consumption of oranges can prove more detrimental than beneficial. First, citric acid erodes your teeth. Every juicy bite of an orange is saturated with citric acid, while younger tooth enamel can withstand this corrosive effect. The enamel in seniors naturally thins with age, making teeth more susceptible to damage. A study published in the Journal of Dental Research indicated that adults over 60 who consumed citrus fruits daily experienced 3.7 times more enamel loss than those who limited their citrus intake. This can lead to tooth sensitivity, cavities, and even tooth loss, issues that can significantly impair quality of life. Second, oranges can exacerbate inflammation in the joints. As we age, inflammation often becomes a persistent challenge. Unfortunately, oranges may worsen arthritis-related pain and stiffness rather than alleviate it. The Arthritis Foundation conducted a study involving nearly 1,900 seniors and found that daily orange consumers reported 45% higher joint pain scores and an additional 38 minutes of morning stiffness compared to individuals who avoided citrus fruits. That morning, a glass of orange juice might be insidiously fueling the discomfort in your knees and hips. Third, hidden pesticides lurk beneath the peel. Many seniors are advised to consume the white pith beneath the orange peel due to its nutritional value. However, this is precisely where pesticides tend to concentrate. Orange peels act like sponges, absorbing the chemicals applied during cultivation. Laboratory analyses have revealed that these pesticides do not merely remain on the surface. They permeate the flesh, meaning you ingest them even if you peel the orange. For older adults with compromised detoxification systems, these chemicals can accumulate and potentially contribute to hormonal imbalances, immune system stress, and cognitive fog. Fourth, oranges can interfere with medications. This is a fact that few seniors are cautioned about. Oranges contain compounds known as furanocoumarins, which interfere with the liver's cytochrome P450 enzymes. This enzymatic system is crucial for your body to process medications. Consequently, your prescribed drugs may reach your bloodstream in significantly higher concentrations than intended. Blood levels of statins, cholesterol-lowering medications can increase by 20%. Calcium channel blockers, used for blood pressure management, can surge by 35%. Certain antidepressants can rise by nearly 30%, increasing the risk of adverse side effects. This implies that your ostensibly healthy morning orange could inadvertently transform your prescribed medications into dangerous overdoses. Fifth, a real-life case. Clara, the 72-year-old grandmother, prided herself on eating 2 oranges daily to maintain her health. However, she began to notice a worsening of her arthritis pain, frequent mouth sores, and side effects from her blood pressure medication. Her physician eventually attributed these issues to her daily orange consumption. Once she eliminated oranges from her diet and replaced them with vitamin C-rich red bell peppers, her joint stiffness subsided, her enamel stopped eroding, and her medications functioned as prescribed. A safer substitution, instead of oranges, focus on incorporating red bell peppers into your diet. One medium red bell pepper contains 190 milligrams of vitamin C, which is 3 times more than an orange, without the risks associated with acidity or pesticides. Strawberries offer 85 milligrams of vitamin C per cup, along with antioxidants that actively reduce inflammation. The key takeaway: if you have a fondness for oranges, reserve them for infrequent occasions and never consume them concurrently with medications. For your daily vitamin C intake, make the more prudent choice. The most detrimental fruit, number 1, is bananas. This healthy snack can worsen blood sugar, digestion, and aging after the age of 60. For decades, bananas have been marketed as the quintessential healthy fruit, easy to consume, rich in potassium, and gentle on the stomach. This sounds ideal, but here is the inconvenient truth. After 60, bananas can insidiously sabotage your blood sugar levels, your digestive function, and your overall vitality. First, the blood sugar predicament. Bananas may appear innocuous, but their glycemic index, GI, tells a different story. A ripe banana has a GI of 62. As it develops brown spots and becomes softer, which is how many seniors prefer it, the GI can escalate to 70 or higher. This means your body processes it almost as if it were pure sugar. One medium banana contains 17 grams of rapidly absorbed sugar. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2022 indicated that seniors who consumed bananas daily experienced 27% higher insulin levels and double the incidence of post-lunch fatigue episodes. The reason? The sugar floods your bloodstream, compelling your pancreas to work overtime, which over time leads to insulin resistance, a direct pathway to type 2 diabetes. Second, bananas can contribute to constipation. Many seniors experience a slowdown in their digestive processes, and bananas can exacerbate this issue. Unripe or slightly green bananas are particularly high in tannins, compounds that bind to your digestive enzymes and act like a sticky adhesive within the intestines. Instead of moving smoothly, your digestion grinds to a halt, leading to chronic constipation, bloating, and discomfort. When combined with the naturally reduced gut motility that occurs after 60, bananas can become a recipe for painful, sluggish digestion. Third, nutritional imbalance. Yes, bananas are well known for their potassium content, but here's the caveat. They are relatively low in magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants when compared to other fruits. Therefore, if bananas constitute a significant portion of your daily fruit consumption, you may be filling up on sugar while missing out on essential nutrients that truly combat aging, such as polyphenols and vitamin C. Fourth, a real-life example. George, a 68-year-old retiree from Ohio, believed he was benefiting his health by consuming 2 ripe bananas daily for energy. Within months, he noticed persistent fatigue after lunch, experienced constipation, and his blood sugar levels, as indicated by his A1C, climbed from 5.8% to 6.5%, placing him in the diabetic range. His physician was surprised until George mentioned his daily banana consumption. Once he replaced bananas with avocados and sweet potatoes, his energy levels rebounded, his digestion improved, and his blood sugar normalized within 3 months. A wiser alternative, avocados provide 50% more potassium than bananas, with 690 milligrams compared to 422 milligrams per serving, but with 0 sugar and heart-healthy fats that enhance nutrient absorption. Cooked sweet potatoes offer potassium along with prebiotic fiber, which nourishes beneficial gut bacteria and promotes better digestion rather than hindering it. The conclusion: while bananas may appear to be a safe and convenient choice, for seniors over 60, they are frequently more detrimental than beneficial. If you seek genuine energy, stable blood sugar, and improved digestion, refrain from bananas and embrace smarter fruits that support your aging body rather than working against it, transitioning from potential harm to genuine well-being. The fruits that restore vitality after the age of 60. We have just identified the 4 fruits you should avoid: grapes, pineapple, oranges, and bananas. Each of these can silently deplete your energy, elevate your blood sugar, or inflame your joints. However, here is the encouraging news. Your fruit basket does not have to be a source of concern. In fact, when chosen judiciously, the right fruits can yield the opposite results. They can repair your arteries, sharpen your memory, alleviate inflammation, and even help you feel years younger. And unlike the sugar-laden fruits we've just discussed, these options complement your aging body rather than working against it. So, let us now reverse our focus. Here are the 4 optimal fruits you should consume daily after 60. We begin with a jewel-toned fruit that possesses the remarkable ability to help recycle your tired, aging cells into fresh, robust ones. The most beneficial fruit, number 4, is pomegranate, nature's cellular rejuvenator. If any fruit deserves the designation of an anti-aging powerhouse, it is the pomegranate. Beneath its robust ruby-red skin lie hundreds of gem-like seeds, brimming with compounds capable of revitalizing your energy, safeguarding your heart, and enhancing your memory. For individuals over 60, pomegranates are nothing short of extraordinary. Here is why. As we age, a significant silent challenge within our cells is a decline in autophagy, the natural process by which your body eliminates old, damaged mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, and replaces them with new, efficient ones. When this cellular recycling system slows down, your energy levels diminish, your muscles weaken, and your brain can feel sluggish. Enter pomegranate polyphenols. Within your gut, these compounds are transformed into substances called urolithins, which reactivate autophagy. Visualize this as clearing out the depleted batteries in your body and installing fresh, powerful ones. Suddenly, your muscle cells, brain cells, and heart cells begin to function as if they were years younger. The scientific evidence is astounding. A study conducted in 2023 and published in Atherosclerosis followed 600 adults aged 60 to 75. Those who consumed just 1 cup of pure pomegranate juice daily experienced a 30% reduction in the thickness of their carotid arteries, indicating improved blood flow to the brain and heart. Another clinical trial from 2021 demonstrated that seniors experiencing mild memory decline showed a 22% improvement in recall after just 12 weeks of daily pomegranate consumption. And this is not merely scientific data, it is reflected in real-life experiences. Consider Helen, a 72-year-old retired nurse. She was struggling with mental fogginess and stiffness during her morning walks. Her daughter encouraged her to add half a pomegranate to her breakfast yogurt each day. Within 2 months, her energy levels had noticeably increased, and she reported feeling truly awake again. Her physician subsequently noted improved markers of blood flow. Optimal methods for consumption: consume half a pomegranate daily by scooping out the seeds. Alternatively, drink 4 to 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened juice diluted with water to reduce the sugar intake. Incorporate the seeds into salads, smoothies, or sprinkle them over cooked oatmeal. Do not discard the white inner membrane. It contains beneficial compounds that support blood vessel health. The ultimate conclusion: pomegranates do not merely slow the aging process, they actively contribute to its reversal at a cellular level. If you are seeking a fruit that promotes arterial flexibility, maintains cognitive alertness, and reduces joint inflammation, the pomegranate is an ideal starting point. Most beneficial fruit, number 3, is blueberries, the brain's natural guardian. If any fruit has earned the moniker memory berry, it is the unassuming blueberry. Do not be deceived by its modest size. This fruit is packed with compounds that can genuinely protect your brain from aging, sharpen your memory, and even aid in muscle recovery. For individuals over 60, blueberries are more than just a snack. They represent a daily prescription for vitality. The secret lies within. Blueberries are abundant in anthocyanins, a specific category of antioxidants. While most antioxidants provide general cellular protection, anthocyanins possess a unique capacity. They can traverse the blood-brain barrier and directly reach the regions of your brain responsible for memory and learning. This means they do not merely circulate in your bloodstream. They enter your brain and initiate repair from within. The scientific evidence is remarkable. The Nurses' Health Study, which monitored over 16,000 women aged 70 and above, found that those who consumed at least 2 servings of blueberries per week exhibited brain function equivalent to individuals 2.5 years younger compared to women who rarely ate them. Another clinical trial involving adults over 60 indicated that consuming just 1 cup of blueberries daily for 12 weeks led to improved memory scores and even increased activity in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Blueberries also assist your body in activating uncoupling proteins, sometimes referred to as the master switch of your metabolism. This process helps regulate blood sugar, burn fat more efficiently, and maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day. Furthermore, blueberries offer protection for your eyes and circulation, both of which naturally decline with age. Their anthocyanins aid in the regeneration of rhodopsin, the protein in your eyes that enables vision in dim light. Studies indicate that seniors who regularly consume blueberries have up to a 38% lower risk of developing macular degeneration and a 22% lower risk of cataracts. Then there is the metabolic advantage. In a pivotal diabetes prevention study, individuals with pre-diabetes who consumed 2 cups of blueberries daily experienced a 42% improvement in their insulin sensitivity, a result that many medications struggle to achieve. How to enjoy blueberries for maximum benefits. Aim for 1 cup daily. Both fresh and frozen varieties are effective. Frozen blueberries retain approximately 94% of their antioxidants, so do not hesitate to stock up. Opt for wild blueberries when possible. They are smaller, darker, and can contain up to twice the antioxidant content of cultivated varieties. Incorporate them into oatmeal, yogurts, or smoothies. Their beneficial compounds are heat-stable, meaning that even baking them into muffins or cooking them into sauces will not diminish their health benefits. Consider Henry, a 68-year-old retired pilot who struggled with forgetfulness and fatigue. His daughter proposed integrating a daily berry beverage into his morning. In a mere 3 months, not only did his cognitive assessment scores show improvement, but he also reported a feeling of clarity, as if a mental haze had dissipated. His physician even observed a reduction in inflammatory indicators within his blood work. The reality is, if your objective is to preserve your cognitive abilities and autonomy, berries stand out as one of the most straightforward yet potent additions to your diet. Our second-ranked beneficial fruit is cherries. They are nature's champion against inflammation. While blueberries might be recognized as the memory berry, cherries function as nature's direct answer to discomfort. These small, vibrant red fruits contain constituents so potent that scientific research suggests they operate on the same biological pathways as common medications for arthritis and gout, yet without the adverse effects. For individuals aged 60 and above, cherries offer more than just a sweet indulgence. They represent a crucial support for joint health, restful sleep, and overall vigor. The unique properties of cherries are noteworthy. They are abundant in anthocyanins and quercetin, natural compounds that directly inhibit the COX-1 and COX-2 enzymes, precisely the targets of anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen. Imagine opting for a handful of cherries instead of reaching for a pill bottle, thereby achieving comparable relief through a safer, more natural means. This is science that cannot be overlooked. A study conducted at the University of Michigan revealed that senior participants who consumed 1 cup of tart cherries daily experienced a 15% reduction in their uric acid levels within just 48 hours. For those contending with gout, the results were even more remarkable, with gout attacks decreasing by 75% over a 6-month period. Another clinical trial focused on the effects of tart cherry juice on adults over 60 who suffered from insomnia. Following 2 weeks of consumption, these participants reported an average increase of 84 minutes of sleep per night and a 12% improvement in their sleep efficiency. The reason for this lies in the fact that cherries are among the rare natural food sources of melatonin, a hormone that the body's production of decreases significantly after the age of 60. Furthermore, cherries contribute to cardiovascular well-being. In a large-scale investigation, seniors who incorporated cherries into their diet at least 3 times per week exhibited lower levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a primary marker of inflammation strongly associated with heart disease and stroke. However, the advantages extend even beyond these. Cherries aid in muscle recovery and mitigate exercise-induced soreness, which is vital for maintaining an active lifestyle as one ages. They also play a role in regulating blood sugar and reducing oxidative stress, 2 insidious factors of aging that deplete seniors' energy and independence. To incorporate cherries into your daily regimen, aim for 20 to 25 fresh cherries each day during their peak season. When fresh cherries are not readily available, opt for unsweetened frozen varieties or tart cherry juice, approximately 8 ounces per day. Consuming them after dinner can optimize their sleep-enhancing melatonin benefits. It is advisable to choose organic cherries whenever possible, as they are particularly susceptible to pesticide residues. The undeniable truth is that cherries are among the select fruits offering a trifecta of benefits: pain alleviation, cardiac protection, and improved sleep for seniors. This combination is truly invaluable. Our top-ranked fruit is avocados. This is the age-defying superfruit. If there is one fruit that every senior should make a daily practice of consuming, it is the avocado. Unlike the majority of fruits, avocados are low in sugar, rich in beneficial fats, and brimming with nutrients that specifically address the bodily systems that tend to decline after 60, namely the brain, the heart, the bones, and the metabolism. Many individuals still mistakenly associate avocados with weight gain, but in reality, the opposite is true. The monounsaturated fats present in avocados act as premium fuel for your aging internal engine, promoting blood vessel flexibility, reducing harmful cholesterol levels, and supplying your brain with the essential fats it requires to remain sharp. And in contrast to bananas, avocados provide potassium without the detrimental blood sugar spikes that can lead to feelings of weakness and fatigue. This is science that holds significant relevance for seniors. A study published in the journal Nutrients tracked 2,886 adults over the age of 60 and discovered that those who consumed just 1 avocado daily demonstrated a 25% higher score on memory and problem-solving tests compared to individuals who rarely ate them. Brain imaging revealed greater density of gray matter and enhanced neural connections in those who regularly consumed avocados. Another clinical trial indicated that adding half an avocado to a salad significantly boosted the absorption of beta-carotene by 13 times and lutein by over 4 times. These nutrients are indispensable for vision and immune system health. Without healthy fats such as those found in avocados, your body cannot efficiently utilize them. For heart health, avocados provide nearly 690 milligrams of potassium per serving, exceeding the potassium content of a banana. This helps to regulate blood pressure, a prevalent concern given that 70% of adults over 60 experience hypertension. However, the advantages of avocados extend beyond brain and heart health. They are packed with lutein, an antioxidant that safeguards both your eyesight and cognitive function. Additionally, they contain magnesium, vitamin K, and folate, which collectively contribute to maintaining strong bones, relaxed muscles, and properly functioning nerves. To incorporate avocados into your daily diet, begin with half an avocado in the morning, either spread on whole grain toast or served alongside eggs to enhance nutrient absorption. Add a quarter of an avocado to your lunch salad to amplify the benefits of leafy greens. Reserve the remaining portion for dinner, mashed into guacamole or sliced over cooked fish or chicken. Do not shy away from the fat content. It is precisely the type of fat your body requires. Simply limit yourself to 1 avocado per day for optimal balance. Consider Adeline, a 75-year-old retired professor who struggled with high blood pressure and early indicators of cognitive decline. After her doctor recommended medication, she opted to make dietary adjustments first. She began consuming an avocado daily, half at breakfast and half at dinner. Within 6 months, her blood pressure decreased from 148/92 to 126/80, and she reported enhanced mental clarity and improved memory recall. Her physician was so impressed that he reduced her reliance on blood pressure medication. Ultimately, avocados are not merely a food item. They are a form of medicine disguised as a fruit, offering immense benefits for seniors. They provide an ideal synergy of brain nourishment, cardiac protection, and nutrient assimilation that no pharmaceutical can replicate. The definitive conclusion is that your fruit selections shape your future. And so, there you have it. The authentic perspective on fruits after the age of 60. Some of the so-called healthy choices, such as grapes, pineapples, oranges, and bananas, can actually lead to elevated blood sugar, deteriorate your joints, compromise your digestion, and subtly harm your body from within. While they may appear harmless in your kitchen, for seniors, they can act as silent saboteurs of health and independence. However, here's the encouraging news. You are not without power. By making judicious fruit choices each day, you can combat inflammation, protect your cardiovascular system, sharpen your memory, and even reclaim strength and balance you thought were lost forever. Fruits like pomegranates, blueberries, cherries, and avocados are not simply snacks. They are instrumental tools enabling you to age with greater resilience, live with enhanced clarity, and maintain your independence for a longer duration. Remember this fundamental principle: aging does not signify decline. It signifies adaptation, making informed decisions that align with your body's current needs. And these decisions accumulate. A single handful of blueberries instead of grapes, one avocado instead of a banana. And over weeks and months, your body expresses its gratitude with increased energy, sharper thinking, and diminished discomfort. Now, it's your turn. Which of these fruits do you consume most frequently? Did today's list offer any surprises, perhaps prompting you to reconsider your morning routine? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. We meticulously review every submission, and your personal experience could serve as an inspiration for another senior to initiate the very changes that transform their health. If this video has broadened your understanding, please click the like button, subscribe to Simple Plate After 60, and activate the notification bell to ensure you never miss another science-backed tip. And do not keep this valuable knowledge to yourself. Share this video with a friend or a loved one over 60 who deserves to be informed about the reality of what they are truly consuming. Your health is within your control. Choose your fruits wisely, and you will undoubtedly add years to your life and life to your years.